I saw those videos on YouTube and it was good in real life. I saw those videos on YouTube and it was good in real life. This is the way to do it.
Hello everyone, welcome to the reading. This reading would be about Harry Styles. Now, it's interesting, right? Because people want to know, like, what's going on with Harry? I'm seeing that he's in the news lately. I'm going to be honest, I don't know for what. I haven't even clicked on any of the videos. It's just that when I'm strolling, I'd be seeing just Harry Styles videos, right? So again, I don't know what's happening with him. I don't know why he's in the news or why he's, like, on the feeds currently. But let me just ask, is Harry Styles happy? What can we see? Is he happy? What can we see? What's going on with this Harry Styles? I'm going to leave that in the feature slot with Phil. What's going on? All right, money's a bit low for him currently. Not just that, this Page of Wands, I don't know, it's telling me insecurity. He has some sort of insecurity, and it's telling me he does. It's almost like he wants something different in his life. This Page of Wands is almost like the Two of Wands. Wanting something different, wanting a change. He wants a change. What can we see about, like, what's in his heart? The heart slot and the spiritual slot. Is there anything there? Okay, guys, he's dealing with some mental issues, some mental concerns. And to crown the reading, and for, okay, I mean, things aren't completely bad. He just needs to stop dealing with the past. He keeps looking back at the past. That's where things is kind of like messing him up. You know, it's like, okay, he has the structure. It's telling me he has the authority over his life to a certain extent, but he needs to stop thinking of the past because it's creating challenges for himself, right? It's like he's his own worst enemy when it comes to this. Not just that, it's telling me money could be better. What's going on with money? Why isn't money so well for this man? What's going on with money? What's going on with money? All right. So what I'm seeing here is a Queen of Pentacles. I don't know, it's telling me an abundant lady that's around him that makes him feel good. This relationship is expensive, though. That's what I'm seeing. This woman, she has a particular standard. Not just that, she can do too much. She's causing a bit of debt, strain. So I don't know who he's dating and what's going on with that. Maybe it's someone behind the scenes. I have no idea. What I'm just seeing here is that there is a Queen of Pentacles that has her own abundance, right? But she's accustomed to particular things. She's an expensive woman. Now I'm seeing that he actually cares about her with the Two of Cups. But she might have a spending problem. Interesting. What is he trying to run away from? This Page of Wands. It's showing me an insecurity. What's going on with this insecurity? What can we see regarding this insecurity? Nine of Cups. This man is his own worst enemy because it's telling me, and the energy is telling me it's true, that he can have happiness, he can have fulfillment. And he does to a certain extent, but it's almost just like, I don't know, he has some sort of arrested development. Possibly could have came from trauma in the past, but that's what's holding him back. The Ten of Wands, dealing with burdens. So what I'm seeing here is that, man, he's dealing with some sort of burden relating to the past. Things happened to him in his youth. The Page of Wands is a youthful energy. He's trying to run away, trying to escape these emotions. You see this pool of water here? And it's frozen water too. It represents, when you see frozen water and it speaks of someone's emotions, it represents stagnant energy. So I'm seeing here that the energies are stagnant. Not just that, the crescent moon. He's having issues with sort of just like closing this chapter. His life has changed. This is the problem with trauma. Sometimes trauma stays and it sticks around, right? and you see the trees are like barren. It's funny because these sticks, he obviously got these sticks from like a tree that's not barren, right? So he has abundance, right? He's even wearing green and gold. He has abundance. So the money really isn't an issue. He might be a little bit cheap, right? I'm seeing a man that's a little bit cheap, right? Because he kind of is making a big deal of this woman, kind of just like spending a lot of money. But hey, who knows? Maybe she's doing too much. But what I'm seeing here is that stagnant energy, stagnant water that's frozen, having an issue closing out a cycle, right? And that's like what's going on. It's saying that, yeah, he has fulfillment in a way, but he's just dealing with the burdens of the past. It makes him upset. It hurts his heart. Even with what's going on in the spiritual slot, because again, this is the past, this is the present, this is the spiritual ethers, what's around you, what's in your heart, and this face-down card is the future. We're going to be getting into that. What I'm seeing here is in his heart, he's still dealing with a lot of trauma with this Eight of Swords. A lot of trauma. What else can we see about this trauma? What is this trauma relating to? The men of Hollywood, the businessmen. What are the businessmen doing to this man? Trying to stay connected. For him to have this abundance, what did he have to do? Because the star represents a wish coming true. Not just that, it represents Hollywood stardom, right? And I asked, right? You guys seen? I asked, what's going on with this Eight of Swords? What's going on with this trauma in his heart? Why can't he move on? It's because of these businessmen. We know that the One Direction boys have a lot of trauma because of what happened to them. I believe this is a One Direction guy. If I'm right, if I'm not, my apologies. But we know that these guys have a lot of trauma because of these businessmen, right? What was going on with this connection, right? Because the Eight of Wands represent a connection. What was going on with this connection, right? Let's actually ask before. We already know what the stardom is. The stardom is Hollywood and all that. So it's kind of just like, what's going on with this connection? In his youth, what was going on in his youth? Do you see the kids here? What was going on? Why did it cause the Three of Swords? This is so sad, guys. This is so sad. Are you guys following? Are you agreeing with what I'm seeing here? Are you agreeing with the energies of the cards? It's showing us something. It's showing that these businessmen were doing shady things to this guy when he was in his youth, right? Could he be an industry plant? Who knows? Because it's showing me that they were kind of in connection with him since he was young. So I don't know if he was doing anything when he was young. I don't know if he was an actor making commercials. But it's saying that when he was really young, they were already kind of just like grooming him. This is an energy of grooming, right? Why is the Two of Pentacles here? Why were they grooming him? Why is he now dealing with the Three of Swords? Because of this Hollywood connection, businessmen causing trauma. Right? So he has a lot of trauma he needs to work through. What's going on with this future slot? What can we see? Damn, guys. I gotta be real, right? The Seven of Swords can represent being strategic, right? But you know what this particular Seven of Swords represent? I don't know if I said Seven of Wands. But you know what this particular Seven of Swords represents? Self-harm. So, I mean, guys, yeah, you guys need to talk to if you're a fan and if you're watching this, you got to talk to your man here and show him some love because, you know, the future slot ain't looking too good. What else can we see about this future slot? What else is going on with this future slot? What else? It's pretty sad. Will he run away from the abundance of his life? Will he leave a legacy of pain? I forgot the other guy who committed suicide, but, you know, will he leave it all behind, guys? Will he leave it all behind? Because I'm seeing a man that has a lot of abundance. Not just that, a lot of energy as well. A lot of energy, a lot of passion. Not just that, he's even getting into spell work to balance himself out. But I ask, what's going to be going on with basically this self-harm? Will he be leaving all this behind? Because money isn't an issue for him, right? Even if he's cheap, money is not an issue. The Ten of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, money is not an issue. But it seems that money is not completing him. And I'm seeing that he's even getting into spell work to try to balance himself out. So, I mean, very tough, very tough. So, I mean, is there anything else we need to see about this man? Is there anything else? All right. Oh, shit. Pandora's box. Pandora's box. He's dealing with a lot of things, guys. A lot of trauma. He's dealing with a lot of trauma. We know what the 4 cups represent. Not being content. He's not content with his life. He's not content making music. Despite whatever he says, he might say, I love the music. But how many people say they love what they do and end up taking themselves out of this life, right? So again, guys, if you're a fan of this man, show him some love, right? Because I'm seeing that he needs it. I'm seeing that he needs it, and the energy is telling me it's true. Because he's dealing with a lot of demons. This particular Pandora's box represents demons. He's dealing with a lot of demons, guys. A lot of demons. This is the same thing with Justin Bieber, right? As far as the Usher and the Diddy thing. So if you haven't seen that reading, definitely watch it because it gets into some deep stuff as far as Justin Bieber. Now let's close the reading with the final cards. So this... Now, it's deep, right? It's deep. This woman, whoever this woman is, she comes back into his life and she leaves. I'm seeing someone that doesn't really stick around for the long haul. That's what I'm seeing. It's a big deal with being around sometimes then leaving. Not just that, what I'm seeing in the spiritual slot is that this man's going to have success. I'm seeing the success with his career. So whatever he's doing in music and all that, I'm seeing it being more successful. The spiritual realm approves of it. But at the same time, he needs to watch out for the businessman that's handling the affairs of his life because there might be someone trying to play him, right? Not giving him the actual money that he deserves. So I think he does a lot of concerts and shit. He needs to look into that because where there's smoke, there's fire. You know, a lot of these people like to say things like, oh, production is expensive. Oh, you know, like all these things are expensive. You know that there's a lot of things going on in the world, right? It's telling me they're going to lay all that on him to try to rob him, to take extra money from him. So he needs to watch out. And let me just be real, guys. He needs to watch out with the drugs because the bottom of this final card here in the bottom is what's simmering, what's bubbling up. The 3 of Cups can represent celebrations. It can also represent partying. But I'm getting drugs. He needs to watch out. He's living a fast lifestyle with sex and drugs. He needs to slow down because it's not having a good effect on his mental health. You know? So, I mean, guys, definitely tell me what you thought of this reading. It was short, but it was very deep. Very sad. Take care. Peace and abundance.